Hey friends, family, and loved ones of the Golden Gate Chiropractic community. It's Dr. Lance with another monthly update. In this episode, I'd like to share the wins we had from May and the beginning of June, as well as 3 different fundraising opportunities we had to commit or fulfill our commitment as a 1% for the Planet member. And then I'd like to give you an update on 2 events, particularly that we don't want you to miss this month. One is the Dinner with the Doc, and one is Women's Night. And I'll give the details, and there are RSVPs you can make below. So our wins of the month in May were the 3 events that we got to participate in. Dr. Ray Vargas and Coach Anthony Herrera did their second round of the Body, Mind, Soul Ice Immersion, movement, breathwork, meditation, ice cold plunging, community building. Sounded like a lot of fun. I wasn't able to make it this time. I was very sad, but I heard from people who had not made the first one that loved it, and people who were there for the second time who are already looking forward to the third time. So RSVP for the one coming up. We'll share that detail in the next monthly update. Our second event of the month was Dr. Sydney Kaye's collaboration with Vuori Clothing on Union Street for the Physiology of Anxiety. And this was 5 stars, raving reviews, 100% going to be doing this one again. So again, we will share the updated dates and details when she does that event again. But this month, she'll be collaborating with Dr. Becca for the Women's Night. So look forward to the Physiology of Anxiety the next time it comes around. But keep your eyes open this month, June 30th. For Women's Night. Our third win, our third event that we had was the Dinner with the Doc, which is, like, to me, the flagship event that we put on. It is the gathering of the community. It's a TED-like talk where we talk about stress and tension in chiropractic and how you can be helping yourself to heal and find ease in your body, clarity in your mind, and energy to live. And we've been doing it again. So keep your eyes open. It's tacos. This time we'll be hosting it in the Marina. And details are in the email that you see below or in the post that you see below. You can use the link to find and register RSVP, so you can choose whether you want vegetarian tacos or carnitas or chicken. But there will be music, there will be education, there will be community. It's my favorite. Please join us. I also wanted to take a moment to share 3 fundraisers we were a part of this year. The first was simply a donation that we made. $3,000 to an event called the Gala for the Gardens. It was a donation to the SF Botanical Garden, but that is now called the Gardens of Golden Gate, which is the San Francisco Botanical Garden, the Conservatory of Flowers, and the Japanese Tea Garden, which are now all completely free to San Francisco residents. And the second fundraiser, kind of a part of the same one, was I was on the steering committee for the Gala for the Gardens to raise funds to make these gardens not only free to the San Francisco residents, but also to continue to grow and evolve so they can continue to be just a diamond in the rough of San Francisco. I think it's, especially during the pandemic, having young kids going to the gardens was just a safe haven. It was a massive part of what made it lovely to live here, and I want that to continue and be available for as many people as possible. So our committee was able to raise $535,000, which was freaking wild to be a part of. I learned a ton about being a part of that community, what it means, what the gardens mean, what nature means in general. And we're going to continue to give as much as we can into organizations that are giving back to the planet, helping connect people back to nature. And we also contributed to the City Surf Project this year, which is an intimate part of our community. We actually have a tabling event this weekend that we're excited to be continuing to be involved in. For those that aren't aware, we're a 1% for the Planet organization ourselves, which means that off the top line revenue, not net profit, but gross revenue, we donate 1% every year to organizations that sustain the planet, that give back. And now for the events of this month. The 2 events we want to share are the Dinner with the Doc. I've already mentioned these. The Women's Night, but I want to give the specific details. So the Dinner with the Doc last month was at the Sunset. This month will be at the Marina office. It's going to be on a Tuesday night instead of a Monday night, because we want to make this as available to everyone as possible. For those that can't make a Monday, maybe they can make a Tuesday. For those that the Sunset's too far, maybe the Marina will be a little closer. So on Tuesday, June 20th, from 6:30 to 8, we will have tacos from Taco in the Marina. They've been a partner of ours for a long time. There will be some drinks. There will be some talks on stress, tension, chiropractic, and then Q&A with the docs. And then we'll just kick it and hang out together, get to know some other folks who have just started care this month. It's somewhat of an orientation to the new members of the community. We met a lot of new folks from the Union Street Fair. We're excited to welcome them in and to help them get to know our docs a little bit more and get to know themselves a little bit more through the Q&As and the lecture. So we hope to see you there. Feel free to RSVP below. You can find a link in the bio in some of our socials or the link in our email. Our second event is actually fast becoming our most popular event because Dr. Becca Hayes has hosted Women's Night I always get this wrong, maybe 7 or 8 times at this point. And this is the first one where she'll be collaborating directly with Dr. Kaye, who just did Physiology of Anxiety. So I'm hoping lots of folks who were at that event can join us here. The major points of this is to explore the phases of the menstrual cycle, to demystify the buzz around hormone balancing, and to learn how to work with your cycle rather than against it. There's going to be wine, wonderful people, lots of chatting, get all your questions answered, and come have a good time. It's on Friday, June 30th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at the Sunset office, 2450 Taravel Street. We hope you can make it. You can RSVP at the Eventbrite below. One last announcement I'd like to make is regarding our events, and that is that in the offices, you'll see that we have bulletin boards up now, highlighting the events so that you don't have to wait for just these monthly updates to find out what's coming, especially because in the future, as summer is approaching, we're going to be having lots of more community engagement. These dinners with the docs are going to be happening every month. We have the Women's Night, Body, Mind, Soul, Ice Immersion will be coming back. Physiology of Anxiety will be coming back. Our mobility modules are launching. You won't want to miss the event we put on where we actually launch the program and get that out. The first people to sign up for this will be getting free access. Our team is already diving in and loving it. Thank you so much for the inspiration, for everything that we do. We want to continue to show up for you and get better each month. We're open to your feedback, your criticisms, your praise. We're here for it all. We love you so much. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for letting us facilitate your health and healing. And we look forward to seeing you in the office.